look like wins and then scamming them. And I'm not trying to be mean. Mikayla Nogueira is at it again. Before we get into it, the snack wrap is back. That's right. I went to McDonald's. McDonald's home. Thank you so much. So my good friend K Cash Vegas picked up a snack wrap for me. I'm excited. So before we get into the Mikayla drama, let's try out the snack wrap. I'm excited. Okay, this is what it looks like. Ooh. So I eat my snack wrap different from most people. I like to just tear off all the extra breading up here. Little cheese. And yeah, so here we go. On the lips is a new Huda Beauty lip stain. All right, here we go. Okay. You know, I'm gonna keep it real, and you know I'm gonna complain. The snack wrap is not the same. The snack wrap used to have the chicken select back in the day inside of it. This is a different chicken. This is the new the new crispy chicken tenders they got now. Yeah, look at that. Hold on, I'm giving you a thorough review. Okay. This is giving like morsel. It's giving snack. I could eat about 5 of these and then be full. These for review purposes only. Okay. If I'm really hungry and just want something that's to bite real quick before I eat something major, would be it. It's a little snack wrap. I probably would take off all the excess, breading, like the soft taco. Snack wrap is back, baby. What else did I get? From the Met Cafe. You know I had to hit it with that McDonald's cookies. That'll be for after the video. I got a lot of videos to film today. Silence. All right, guys, really, let me back this camera up a little bit. I really got to shine some light on these, not sponsored, although I should be, the Huda Beauty lip stains. And I'm going to keep it real. These are what, $25, $30? They're kind of pricey. Do they work? Yeah. But there is a dupe for this. I think it's CoverGirl. CoverGirl L'Oreal, one of those, at the drugstore. They have lip stains that have, it's in the same similar packaging. It has, well, this is more like of a marker style. Sorry for that glitch. I'm using the Mikayla filter. This is more of like a marker felt. Let me get it on camera. Here we go. This looks like more like a marker vibe. The one at the drugstore, it's more of like a pen, if that makes a difference. But it does stain the lips. Like this is the red, and I kind of wiped it off. I was trying to eat, and I do not like red lipstick. So please leave a like on this comment for that red. But I'll try the little pinky one on. Let's see. There you go. Let it sit for a second. Oh, I overdrew these lips big today, honey. Let me tell you. This is premium quality. The thing is, right, because Huda is in Sephora, she has to price it a little higher because Sephora takes their cut. I'm just saying. Damn, that snack wrap hit hard, girl. Oh, if I have a heart attack right now. I remember one time I had a friend of mine and we were eating at some place that had a Monte Cristo. Was it Olive Garden? Some place they had a if you guys know what a Monte Cristo is, it's like this ham and chicken thing with cheese. But I remember he ordered the Monte Cristo and he was eating it and he had a heart attack. Like at the table. We called the ambulance. The ambulance got there, and they were putting him on the stretcher. And in the stretcher, he was like, "Bitch, that Monte Cristo was everything. Shit, when I get out, give me another one." Like, it was like, it was that good. It gave him a heart attack. He still eats Monte Cristos to this day. I'm telling you, like, imagine that. Anyway, so back to the Huda, right? Let's just say this is the drugstore and this is the Huda. Even though they're both Huda, let's just say, right?
You cannot tell me these weren't made in the same lab. Girl, they look identical. Huda is $25 for just 1 milliliter of product, and CoverGirl is $9 for 1.7 milliliters of product. The biggest difference between the two of these is the shade range, and the tips look and feel a little bit different. The Huda tip is softer and the CoverGirl tip is more like a marker, but honestly, I didn't really mind that. I feel like it helped make applying the lip stain more precise. Both of these stain like crazy, but if I can pretty much get the same exact thing for $9, girl, I am picking CoverGirl.
The drugstore gives you more product, and the Huda you get less product. The drugstore gives you less price, so it's about like $10, and this is like $30, $25. So it's like, it's a no-brainer to get the drugstore version. Like I said, I think it's L'Oreal or CoverGirl lip stains. But the Huda one is giving you less product. You pay more for it. And one of the differences is this felt marker tip. And then maybe the formula lasts longer, maybe, right? But if I was on a budget, I definitely would get the drugstore one. If I had money to splurge, I would get the Huda one. And that's, yeah, I'm just keeping it real, okay? But I've seen people do side-by-side comparisons and things like that. All right, so, I got to keep it real, right? I like Huda, I like the makeup brand. I think you do pay for the name at some point. And I think that, having designer makeup, like we talked about, the $70 Dior bronzer the other day. I have bronzers right here that are like $30. Why do I need a $70 bronzer? Here's what a $70 bronzer look like by Dior. Here's a $30, $40 bronzer by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This packaging is nice too. They're both great. It's just, I'm just a label whore. Anyways, what's the topic of today's video? Oh, Mikayla Nogueira. So Mikayla Nogueira posted a picture of her and Cody. The picture's now deleted. It's gone. Then, to further add, people are speculating that there's trouble in paradise, that they're headed for divorce, which I've been saying that for years, but y'all don't want to believe me. Then I saw this post go up that Mikayla Nogueira, in a photo with her husband, she's wearing this dress. It looks like, I don't know, she kind of reminds me of like Dorothy from Wizard of Oz in this dress, right? She's wearing a bag by Dior. Let me tell you, and credit to the Reddit. It says the dichotomy here is wild. She's wearing a $200 dress and a $7,000 bag, yet has Cody in a purchase last minute, wrong size, ill-fitting $7 shirt from Walmart. Dead. And this is the thing. Some people say, like, if I fly first class, my husband, my wife is going to fly first class with me. Things of that nature. The thing is, right, I think Cody just really doesn't care. Like, we've seen Cody in designer drip before, right? And I think that, like, it's not adding up here because you're trying to portray an image on social media, and everything that she does, everything's very calculated. So I think this is reading to me, Cody doesn't care about designer brands. I do. I'm the label whore. And I like all these things, right? I actually prefer, if I had a boyfriend, because I can't get a text back to save my life, but if I had a boyfriend, I really tend to like gravitate toward people like who are just like really down to earth and don't really care about designer or fashion. That maybe it's out of their price range. If it's gifted to them, they appreciate it more than if they bought it, but they don't really like care for that. That's like the vibe. I like Cody for that, right? Because if he was all about the designer bling bling, then people would say that he was using her for money, which they always say that shit. That he's trying to kill her off to collect insurance, which they always say that he's doing. And things like that, right? The people on the internet are so crazy. But I like this, right? Like, I'm not mad at it. Because if Cody wanted it, she would get it for him. But that is a huge dichotomy. And it also just kind of shows like, well, I'm dressed badass. You don't even dress up for me anymore. Right? That's kind of like what it's giving here too. Not only that, but we're going to get into the topic of her face. Her face, like this photo is totally different. It was like the photo you're going to see here is like merely days apart. And it's shocked, like, because she went to the Times 100 and she wore like this red dress. But like her face, it's so different. And I know people are going to say, it's the lighting, it's the angle, it's the position off the camera. It's the light reflecting off the moon and the swamp gas that's making her face look so chiseled. Girl, just call it what it is. It's the Photoshop, the house. All day, every day, twice on Sunday. This is insane. Then, not only that, but there's other photos where it's like these were just taking not even a day apart. More photos. And I'm just like, damn. And it's always the chinage. It is always the chinage area. Everyone is concerned about this double chin thing, right?
So Mikayla Nogueira admits to a scam that's going on. And here's what she had to say. Here we go, roll it.
People follow me on Facebook. But the problem with this is that people, like the people who are faking being me on Facebook, at posting my boxing videos where I'm giving you guys makeup and packing a box and like saying everyone who enters on Facebook like wins and then scamming them. And I'm not trying to be mean, but it's usually older people who fall for it. And I constantly see on here people being like, hey, I won, like, where's my box? No, you didn't. You didn't win. You were scammed. And I talk about these scams so frequently, and that's why I'm so hesitant to even do these anymore. Because the people that are fake on Facebook, I don't have a YouTube. I do not have a Facebook or a YouTube. And that is where people are getting scammed. I only have TikTok and Instagram. So if you follow me on Facebook and I'm communicating with you, bitch, that ain't me. So anyone who thinks they've won a box, right, from Facebook or YouTube or even maybe a fake Instagram or a fake TikTok, it's not me. If you've won a box, I've communicated with you, you've received your box. Anyone who has actually won a box has received it. If you didn't receive it, you didn't really win. It's a fake scam. And the amount of people that send money. Guys, don't send anyone money. I'd never ask for money for shipping or any of that shit. You don't need to send money. That's the first red flag if they're sending like a weird link. Anyways, I hate continuing to see people get scammed. I hate that it's usually people that are older because they don't like, I don't know how to explain it. They're not tech savvy, okay? Anyways, love you. Just needed to share that information. Last thing I'm gonna say, the really sad thing about this is that the people that watch me on Facebook or YouTube, they don't typically have Instagram or TikTok, and that's why they watch me on Facebook or YouTube. The amount of people that come up to me in person that say, I love to watch you on Facebook, and I have to be like, I don't have a Facebook, I'm so sorry, like, please, like, don't consume that. I can't communicate to these people that they're being scammed because that they don't have TikTok. They watch me on Facebook, and I don't have that. So it's just frustrating, bro. Because there's not much I can do about it. People, I am blown away that people fall for scams. Like, what are you guys doing? Anyways, Yep.
And it's kind of like, if you have one, there are things you can do. Leslie, you want to talk about that? Because you know I've gotten a lot of work done. The Kybella with the injections, it kind of like makes a little bullfrog and it itches and tingles. That really didn't work. I got in a cool sculpting, I think twice, in the chin area. That really didn't work. And when I say really didn't work, the best way I can put it to you is like, you know how some girls like right here, they have like little boob fat that would stick out, right? Let's say that you get like cool sculpting there or Kybella there or whatever, right? Fat dissolving shot. So you get it there, right? By the time that it finally takes full effect and the wear and all that stuff like that, when you put on a muscle shirt or a tank top, like you would feel a little bit of a difference, like, oh, I got a little bit more room. But other people are not going to notice. That's how slight of a difference that it is. So it's like, yes, it works, but it's not a dramatic difference where other people can tell. I found that if it's like a little problem area like that, then and that's what you want done, then yes, it'll work for you. But if you want a dramatic difference where other people can tell that you don't have that much boob fat or a chinage, then I think the cool sculpting and the other stuff is not really going to be a huge difference where people are going to tell. At that point, if you want a dramatic, noticeable difference, you're going to have to go under the knife, a little lipo, you know what I'm saying, to really get in there and chisel and stuff like that. That's really where it's at. And so when I see Mikayla's chinage, I'm just like, that's Photoshop. Because in no way is makeup going to do that. Unless she were to get black makeup and put it on her neck to go down. But she's not doing that here. Remember, the darker the neck, the skinnier you look. And that's not what she's doing here. But I don't know. That's all I wanted to say. I can't. Mikayla Nogueira is a hot mess to me, and I love it, girl, because there's always something to talk about with her. But if you made this far in the video, leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys later. Mwah.